Hello you guys. Boy, it's like midnight for me. I've been up probably 19 hours. Anyway, I wanted to show you what I'm doing with this. I had to get those other plants repotted, and I just did it quickly. I was so tired, but I wanted to show you this. So this is the poly that I got at Home Depot. And I've gone into her roots because she had what you've probably heard people refer to as the death plug. This mesh, it was like a pocket. You want to get those out. It was just right up underneath at the base of each plant. There was a hard piece. In fact, you can see that fiber? I don't know if you could see that. That's what left of the death plug. And you want to get that out of there. Now she's cleaned up. I've seen a lot of people rinse these immaculate, but I've already got cocoa coir in my mix, and I'm not so worried about that. I just wanted to get the bulk of that out, and I wanted to get the death plugs out. So I'm putting this plant on a wick, 2 wicks actually, and I just got to get them down through here. Now I've already soaked these wicks in soapy water. I prepared them a week ago, and there we go. Okay. These clips are really handy for holding these wicks out of your way. Now I'm using the heavy chunky soil that I mixed up on the previous video. So, okay. I don't know if you could see, I was probably off camera doing this. I'm so exhausted tonight, I'm not even keeping track of what I'm doing. My tissue culture did not look so good, so we'll see what the Green Escape says tomorrow, but the main leaf was rotten. Fell right off, it was all yellowy, nasty. Okay. I'm going to throw some of this chunkier leca in the bottom because I don't have a screen for this pot. This is the pot that the plant came in, and I'm putting it right back in it. And, okay. So, here we go. So I'm going to set it in there gently. I managed to break off almost new roots, so that's a good thing. And that needs just a little bit of soil kind of sifted under it. These can be tricky. I've got some orchids now, and I repotted them, and boy were they tricky. I thought that was the hardest thing I ever repotted. My girlfriend gave me one a couple years ago, and my husband got me a couple more this year. And somebody asked me if I was propagating. I can't even, I'm so tired, I can't remember what the question was. Nice gentleman. And, or why I had to tear the leaves off. I didn't have to tear the leaves off those plants. I did because I was removing a lot of roots. I was removing the center of the roots, which were really old. I wanted to get them out of there. I wanted to get all that soil out of there because I was switching them to a wick soil. From a top watering soil to a wick soil, and I had to get all that thick old stuff out. And depending on how many roots I had to remove, the plant just cannot support that full canopy of leaves. Also, the full canopy of leaves makes it really hard to do the repotting process. Okay, I'm doing something really weird with this, but I found it works because this soil's a little different. Okay, get the excess out of here. I am just flushing it into place. I'm seeding it in. Now, I'm not going to fill the reservoirs on these for a couple of days. They've got to drink up a bunch of this water that I put in there. I found if you fill the reservoirs right after setting these up, these plants will drown. Wait about 2 days till the wicks start to dry. Not completely, but, you know, things start to dry up a little, and then you fill the reservoir. Okay. So, that looks really good. I'm going to add a little more on top. I think that one's done. And I don't have to put a support stick on it. Okay. Beautiful vase. The vase did not come with the plant. The plant had no vase at all, which I thought was kind of weird. This poor plant was on a bottom shelf in the back in complete pitch darkness, and it had just been delivered. And I think if it had sat there long enough, who knows what condition it would have been in. Okay, that looks good. And it's going to join my Lauterbachia on that shelf with a nice bright light on top. Oh, and I don't want to forget these guys. I got 4 little corms here. Let's see, what's up and what is down. Here we go. I don't want multiples of the same plant. So I am going to plant these corms in here, and maybe I'll have a really full plant. I know a lot of people just want 1 or 2 plants. I think they look cool with multiples. And I'm going to put a little bit of Lucca on top just for decorative purposes. And there we go. Here she is. All repotted and beautiful. Well, we'll see you in the next video. Thanks for joining me.